Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As I said in my last video, I did end up getting a new mic, but I don't even know if the audio through the last video was through this microphone or whether it was through my computer's microphone. So I may have messed that up, but it still sounded pretty good. So go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if for no other reason than just for better sounding videos. And I'll continue to put out good videos, and I like to see the subscriber count moving up. We're making a lot of progress towards our goal of reaching 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so continue helping me to do that. Today I just wanted to make a quick video on M1 Finance and my opinion on it, and this idea came to me from one of my viewers who's commented. He commented on my channel update video about why I'm leaving Robinhood, and what he said was, well, he talked about how Charles Schwab has good customer service and how he initially started out on Robinhood like me, and then he continued on by saying M1 Finance only trades once per day, so like Forrest Gump says, you never know what you're going to get. I like to trade real time and get the best prices, and that's the underlying problem for M1 Finance, is the fact that they only trade once a day. And if you know the stock market, you know the price could fluctuate a whole bunch. Recently Tesla, let's go here, Tesla stock. Now this is just an example. It's not a perfect example, but it is definitely an example. As you see, it's up to 327, and I think this was after hours, if I'm not mistaken. No, this was actually, it jumped up quite a bit. I think it definitely jumped up from there to there, and it moved up a little bit when they announced their earnings after hours. But as you guys see, I believe M1 Finance usually they put in their transactions in the middle of the day. But you would have missed this massive jump. Say you wanted to buy Tesla on the 23rd. Okay, you're like, okay, that's a decent buying point. You know, their earnings are being announced. You know, they sound like they're going to be pretty good. But if M1 Finance doesn't buy until, say, here, you know, you just missed out on $50. You missed out on $50 of potential profit, you know, potential gains, just because of the fact that they were that slow. Now granted, this isn't a great example because the stock market does open at 9:30, so it instantly jumped up there, and especially over after hours. But say you were like right here, and you know, that's when you placed the buy order, and it continued to grow and you continue to grow, and you didn't get it till say here, you know, that's another $20, $30 that you missed out on because of the fact that they're only buying shares once a day. And I don't know whether it's a set time or what it is, but it can cost you a lot of money. And I do like M1 Finance. I think they have a lot of great features that maybe Robinhood doesn't have, and I do like both these apps because they did kind of start a revolution, if you will, to get the commissions down to zero on essentially all stock brokerages. So as you see here, I did like the fact that you can make pies, and the biggest thing for me on M1 Finance is the fact that you can have fractional shares, and this is one thing that Schwab did announce, and which is why, well, it's another good thing that I'm going to join Schwab. It wasn't announced when I initially transferred my portfolio over, but it is just, you know, it's just another perk, fractional shares, because say you only have $100 to invest right now, and you want to invest in 4 ETFs, like I showed you in my Roth IRA video. If you guys haven't checked that out, go ahead and watch that one. So you only have $100, but each ETF is $300. You know, obviously that $100 isn't going to be able to go in there unless you have these fractional shares capabilities, which is a great thing that M1 Finance offers. And I like the pies. It makes things very simple. You can just put a certain percentage. Say you got 25% Netflix, 25% Amazon, and then everything else over here. You know, you can put up a whole bunch. You know, 5%, 10%, or whatever it may be. And you can even automate deposits, which I think more brokerages did not have these by now. And you can have all sorts of different accounts. You can have retirement accounts, which I know that Robinhood doesn't have retirement accounts as of right now, which is another big thing. This is my main reason for getting M1 Finance, but luckily I didn't start investing through their retirement account until Schwab announced, so I'm not even going to be doing that now since I'm switching everything over to Schwab. But that is a great perk for M1 Finance as well. And I can't remember whether Robinhood has joint accounts or not, but Robinhood definitely has individual, obviously, but M1 Finance offers joint, individual, and retirement accounts and trust funds. So there's that. So like I said, Robinhood or M1 Finance is a great brokerage, and it offers new creative features that are just no longer new. But the biggest problem where it struggles is the fact that they're only buying once per day, and you could miss out on, now, this may not always happen, it may not always be the case, but you could miss out on potential hundreds of dollars or tens of dollars or even a couple bucks. I mean, at the end of the day, that's a lot of money to potentially be missing out on. Say that stock is just a dividend stock and it rises up, and you're paying more money for that. I mean, and it just sits there and coasts the rest of the way. That's $5 you missed out on of potential growth that you had to pay rather than earn. So that's the biggest underlying problem with M1 Finance. Like I said, it's a great brokerage, and Robinhood's a great brokerage. All these cheaper brokerages are good, or all not cheaper, but these free brokerages that change the game are really good, and I appreciate the crap out of the fact that they did that and they really changed the game. But M1 Finance needs to be able to have more up-to-date investments, otherwise you are going to be missing out on money. And the one investment I did make on that, it took forever for that to pend and finally get accepted. So that's my opinion on M1 Finance. Like I said, great app, great brokerage, but they need to fix that if they're going to continue to be competitive and stay alive in a highly competitive market space now that Charles Schwab and TD Ameritrade and E-Trade and whatever are now free as well, because they need to stick out more. And now the fact that Charles Schwab has fractional shares, and I think others will now make fractional shares just to keep up with Schwab, this M1 Finance is going to fall way behind if they do not update their trades to be instantaneous, or as close to instantaneous as they can possibly get. So that's my opinion on M1 Finance. Just a real quick video for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about M1 Finance in the comment section below. And like I said earlier, if you guys haven't already, smash that like button and hit subscribe as well, as we continue to climb to 100 subscribers. And hop on the train with us, and we'll continue to put out some more great comments or content and learn together. So until next time, guys, happy investing.